So I had my dentist appointment yesterday and it went exactly like I thought. It didn't go great. Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today, and I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of my pelvic floor therapist because I just got done that appointment. I feel like I've been raced to get here, couldn't even vlog much to tell you what was going on. Got my appointment done. Now I have to get to the pharmacy to get something for Zach and get home. Thankfully, Zach is off work this week because Thanksgiving is tomorrow, so we're good there. He's got Nova, no problem. But it's been hectic. Thankfully, obviously, my car is okay. My car was in the shop. $800 later, it's working. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. I haven't started it yet. It's been chaotic. And then yesterday, my dentist appointment, it went exactly how I thought. That's what I'm trying to get out here. So I have lots to update you on, some positive, some negative, but I really want to encourage everybody to take care of the things that they need to take care of when it comes to their health, and that is really what I am trying to do, even though I absolutely hate the dentist. And I'm so disappointed because I have a lot that I need to take care of with my teeth. Before we get into all of that and I take you along for my little day out here, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, which is Element. And today I have their sparkling electrolyte drink. This is actually a little bit different than the ones I've shown you in the past. This is new. So this is in black cherry, and it's got 500 milligrams of sodium, 100 of potassium, and 30 of magnesium, and it comes in this convenient can, so I can get hydrated on the road. I literally was running out of the house to my appointment today, and I just grabbed one of these guys because I realized, Maggie, you have not hydrated today, and that is extremely important to you right now. So handy. But you guys know that I love mixing their electrolyte drink mixes into my water too, which has the 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 of potassium, and 60 of magnesium. Double this guy. So delicious, so many different flavors, not too salty, not too sweet, no extras that you have to question, just, pure hydration, and it really makes a difference every day when I drink this. I absolutely feel better when I make sure that I've had my Element for the day, and they are offering a free sample pack with any order of Element by going to my special link, drinkelement.com/LetsTalkIBD. That's DRINKLMNT.com/LetsTalkIBD. This is the best way to stay hydrated. I know it because I've tried so many different electrolyte mixes and pouches and tablets and whatnot, and this has worked the best. I have not had IV fluids in a long time, like year and a half, 2 years, something like that. It's almost 2 years. Wow, I'm scared with how fast time flies. They're amazing, they're incredible, and I can't recommend them enough. That's why I talk about them on my channel all the time. So make sure to check them out by going to my link. Thank you to Element for sponsoring this video. Let's crack this guy open. I need it because we gotta get to the pharmacy, get home, talk about my teeth, and talk about pelvic floor therapy. All right, let me just text Zach really quick, tell him what's going on. I didn't realize how late it was. Okay, so my appointment ran over apparently. I hope he's good with Novi. I feel bad. I didn't know that my appointment ran that late. So, yeah, pelvic floor therapy, incredible. We actually had a really good appointment. Car, I'm putting my seatbelt on. Could you give me a second? Actually had a great appointment when I didn't think I was going to because I didn't do anything that I was supposed to. I had some homework to do and I didn't do it. And I went in there and I was like, honestly, I realized that I don't have time to use my pelvic floor wand and dilators in the way that you had requested, like laying down, really working on my nervous system, trying to make myself calm. I just don't have a lot of time for that because life is crazy. And she's like, you know what? Recognizing that is awesome and you'll get there eventually, but that's, now we know that's not the way that this is going to work out. So we did a few different exercises, not having to do with internal exam, and then we did some with the internal exam. She did do the exam internally, and everything was way more calm in there than it had been previously. And she was like, this feels totally different. And I could feel it. I was like, this is wild for not having done anything, I feel like. But when I really talked to her about what's been going on, I realized I am doing certain things, like using the 𝙗𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙧. That is a tool during intercourse that helps basically help me to not worry about having that sudden pain. She's like, that's you working on your nervous system, taking the time to use that tool to make sure that you feel comfortable during intercourse. So, clearly some improvements have been made. I also realized when she was doing the internal exam and she went to where my rectum used to be and where my anus used to be, that I couldn't tell if she was on the inside or outside. I was like, oh, are you touching me from the outside, like where the hole used to be? And she's like, no, I'm inside. Because she was getting towards that area, and I feel like all the wires are crossed and I don't know what I'm feeling anymore in that area. So she said maybe that's an area we really need to work on too. And then, I got dressed again. We were finishing up the appointment and I started having the phantom rectum. And I told her that. I was like, I feel like you activated something. And she said, you know what? Maybe we don't want to do the dilator because we want what you do at home to be positive. And what we do at the appointment here, if there are negative or there's some pain or whatever, you can associate that with your therapy. But what you do at home is safe. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. So I was surprised. Everything was so much calmer and less painful down there when she did the exam. Crazy. Okay, let me get on the road so I can get home and I can tell you more about my teeth. That's really what I need to talk about. As much as I hate dealing with anything teeth, I do feel a little bit better now that I have a plan. But we'll talk about that momentarily. Let me get on the road here. All right, done at CVS. As you can see, it's right behind me. Time to head home, and I'll fill you in on the teeth. Woo! Just made it home. Okay, so we are home. I've got Novi in my lap here. You can see her blonde hair is really coming in. Let me tell you about my dentist appointment yesterday. So as I kind of thought, it didn't go great. I kind of expected there to be probably a lot of follow-up, and I was right. I have known for a while that I need to get all 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out. And the last time I went to the dentist, they basically said, you have some cavities, but where they are, we can't do anything until your wisdom teeth are taken out. And then life kind of went crazy. I remember the actual dentist appointment and what happened after. That just, everything kind of snowballed, I feel like. I remember I had a vet appointment for my dog Daisy right after that dentist appointment. So I raced home to get her because she had been acting kind of funny. And that same day I found out that my dog was dying. And so it's like I just forgot the dentist and everything they said. And then I had a million surgeries, it felt like, and a lot of health issues. And here we are. Finally, hopefully, a calm in the storm where I want to take care of my teeth, and now they're worse. So, I don't like the dentist for a number of reasons. My childhood dentist was not great, okay? I have a memory of him, like, telling me, if you don't stop crying, we're not going to bring you back to see your dad. Like, we won't take you to the front to see your dad. Not a great thing to say to a child. And then everything after that. Like, I had a lot of dental work as a kid. Had to do a little bit with some neglect with my teeth. And when, my dad started taking care of me, like, got custody, there was a lot that needed to be done for my teeth. And so it just, with the Crohn's too, that didn't help. had a lot of problems, a lot of cavities throughout childhood. I've had a lot of appliances. I had a Mara appliance. That was miserable. It's where it's this big arm that goes on either side of your teeth and forces your bottom jaw forward, because I had a huge overbite. Anyways, so leads us to yesterday. Finally have some time where I can hopefully take care of my teeth. The only complications are I'm breastfeeding, and I will not be successful at the dentist or have any dental work done yet without medications. Like the dentist won't be able to do what they need to do because I'll be miserable to deal with. And I know it feels childish to say that's just where I am with my teeth. You could do anything else to me and I'll be okay. But this is the thing where I draw the line. So I got x-rays done. That was super quick. Actually, the person that did my teeth and all the work on it yesterday must have had small hands, because that was the least pain I had in terms of stretching my mouth open. I have a small mouth, so I feel like they always have to use that thing to pry my mouth open. She didn't use that at all. She did the x-rays. Turns out I have 9 cavities. And she said a lot of them are baby cavities and they could actually fill them without having to drill. And so they actually did that yesterday. They did some scraping of my gum line because I had a lot of buildup there. They used some numbing stuff to help with that. They said, yes, you have cavities in all of your wisdom teeth. They need to come out, and that needs to be the first step because one of your teeth needs a root canal and crown. And as soon as she looked at the x-rays, she said, are you having some pain and sensitivity on your bottom right? And I was like, yes, I am. So it's my tooth that's next to my wisdom tooth on the bottom right here that needs the root canal and a crown. And they can't do it until my wisdom teeth are out. So they're like, the dentist I talked to, I said, listen, I'm breastfeeding. I'm really worried about this because I won't be able to do it awake. I just won't. Like, I cannot handle that. I don't get numbed very well. Even they used numbing gel yesterday when they did the scraping, and I pretty much felt everything, but it was like tolerable. I have to be drugged for it, and I know that's stupid, but I have to. And I know, like, I'm worried about my supply if I can't eat very well for a few days. I'm worried about how you're gonna eat because you don't take bottles very well. She actually takes cups better. So that's an option, potentially. I do have some milk saved up. I know, honey, I know. Ma'am. So, they sent over my information to an oral surgeon. I'm going to do the consult as soon as possible to figure out what we can do. The other part of this is the cost. Yesterday cost me over $600. I have another appointment. They didn't even do both sides. They did my right side. They're going to come back and do my left side. That is Christmas Eve. I'll get that done. That'll be another $300 and something. And then there's another $200 for... They're going to, what were they going to do? They're going to put something on my teeth to coat them. And they also gave me special toothpaste, a special wash to put in my water flosser. So many different things. But yeah, so wisdom tooth removal, root canal I have to be drugged for. They said they can give me a medication, like an oral medication, that'll make me forget. Like I'll be awake during it, but I'll forget about it. She said that was $500. So we do have dental insurance, but it only covered so much. So it was not great news. And now I feel like, now that I know that there's something wrong with this tooth, I'm like, oh my God, I need to get this done. Like you know, like an itch you can't scratch. You just want it taken care of. So I will have to figure things out. It's a lot of coordination, but the oral surgeon, the dentist said was really great. There's 2 females and 1 male in the practice. They said, see one of the females. We know them. They're great. They both have kids, so they'll be able to best guide you when it comes to breastfeeding and getting this taken care of with sedation. So if any of you have advice on this, I would love to know it. I don't care about the after pain. Like, I don't have to take hardcore pain meds. I'll take Tylenol and ibuprofen after. I'll be fine. It's the during that I have the big problem with. So, doesn't that just suck? I'm frustrated. I knew it was coming. This is why I keep putting it off, but it gets worse the longer you put it off. So I feel like I need to say, if you've been putting off something like this and the problem's gotten worse, don't feel too guilty. Like, life is crazy. And it feels like every day there's something new you have to take care of, and it's overwhelming. Life is just overwhelming. I'm trying not to feel too bad about it. You know, there's this YouTuber I like to watch called Southern ASMR, and she just had a root canal. And she's really good about taking care of her teeth, and she always says, take care of your teeth. And it makes me feel better that she's on top of her teeth, and she just had a root canal. So, I feel like I'm pretty good with my teeth. They actually said, for you not going to the dentist for as long as you have, these could be way worse. So I feel good about that. Like, I clean my teeth and all that. It's just, I also have to recognize Crohn's doesn't help. And a couple years ago, I had a rough go, like where I wasn't eating a lot, I wasn't hydrated enough, and I went through a lot of surgery, which is rough on your body, so that probably contributed to the 9 cavities. But they did say a majority were baby ones that they could just do, no drill. It's this new stuff that they didn't have when I was a kid, because I had a ton of cavities when I was a kid. They just fill the hole, and I guess it takes care of any infection, and yeah. I didn't feel it when they did that. I just felt when they were scraping the heck out of my teeth and gums. I hate that. So, that's where I'm at. It's kind of a bummer, isn't it? I knew it was coming. I'll have to keep you updated on the wisdom teeth. I want to take care of it, though. Because there is an infection, and the dentist was like, I would tell you to, you know, let's get this taken care of right away, but he also said, my wife would kill me if she heard me say that, because, you know, she knows as a woman, like, breastfeeding is very important, and she would kill me if I said, oh, just pump and dump. So I really like the dentist for saying that. He's like, I'm a man, and I don't want to guide you on that. So we will figure it out, right? We have to. I know it's important for my health, which is important for your health. I just don't want it to screw up our breastfeeding, because we are doing pretty good. Mwah. I know, honey. We're getting restless, huh? So anyways, that's where we're at. I wanted to update you on that. So pelvic floor therapy, very good. Teeth, not so good. But I'm going to take you along on the journey of getting that situated. It's my last health thing that it's the hardest for me, but the biggest that needs to be taken care of. So let's do it together, all right? Anyways, guys, thank you for coming along today. Got my stuff from CVS, except for the pharmacy. I couldn't pick up what I needed from there, but I didn't realize they were closed the day before Thanksgiving. Is what it is. I'll go back later. But we got stuff taken care of today. I feel good. I'm glad I could update you. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Element. This is the one I had earlier today. Thank you to Element for sponsoring this video. Make sure to get your free sample pack with any order by going to drinkelement.com/LetsTalkIBD, and you can keep that for yourself or share it with a salty friend. All right, guys, we will see you in the next. You say bye, Nova. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at LetsTalkIBD.shop. I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel, like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel, and really, just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next.